The Green Climate Fund (GCF) is a multilateral financial entity guided by the United Nations Framework Conventions on Climate Change. The fund has been working in developing nations to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and assist with climate change adaptation. The GCF invests in both adaptation and mitigation programs to maintain a balance between them. As a part of this effort, the National Trust for Nature Conservation (NTNC), with the support of the Green Climate Fund, launched the Readiness support for implementation of the Integrated Result Management Framework project. Under this program, the NTNC held training sessions and refresher courses for trainers in Kathmandu 3, Chitwan 1, and Pokhara 1. On February 25, a program was organized to officially inaugurate the capacity building and system strengthening program for the implementation of the GCF's Integrated Results Management Framework, which was opened by the Minister for Forest and Environment, Ain Bahadur Sahi.
जलवायु परिवर्तनको बढ्दो प्रभावहरू तथा जलवायुजन्य प्रकोपका कारण समग्र जनजीवन, पारिस्थितिकीय प्रणाली, जीविकोपार्जन, अर्थतन्त्र र पूर्वाधारहरू गम्भीर जोखिममा परेका छन्.
During the inauguration of the training, Dr. Naresh Trivedi, Member Secretary of the NTNC, stated that this was a great opportunity to work in the field of climate change mitigation and instructed the participants to engage in productive learning. The training, which took place from March 17 to 21 at Hotel Mona Lisa in Tarkeshwar Municipality 3, Kathmandu, was attended by representatives from the NTNC, direct stakeholders, the Climate Finance Technical Committee, the Urban Development Fund, Nepal Rashtra Bank, Nepal Investment Mega Bank, Nepal Infrastructure Bank, Alternative Energy Promotion Center, the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Forest and Environment. The training played an effective role in further capacity development for participants with experiences in project, planning and management fields. At the inauguration, Dr. Manish Raj Pandey, head of the Climate Change Division at the NTNC, said that the training of trainers would play an important role in developing the participants' skills.
TOT नै भएको हुनाले TOT को जुन किसिमको एउटा आफ्नै सिद्धान्त बोकेको हुन्छ, TOT के हो त आफैमा, हैन? वास्तवमा हामीले के गर्छ त भन्दा चाहिँ या त फ्यासिलिटेटर्स भनौं अथवा एउटा के त ट्रेनर चाहिँ एउटा उत्पादन गर्ने अथवा त्यो लेभलको क्यापासिटी चाहिँ इन्हान्स गर्ने भन्ने नै प्रमुख उद्देश्य हो.
During the training, climate change expert Dr. Vinod Bania shared information about the project system, while engineer Prabhat Kumar Jha clarified the procurement situation in Nepal. Engineer Anil Pokhrel, first CEO of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority, provided information on climate change and disaster risk management, emphasizing the need for development in proposals that addresses the effects of climate change.
GCF भन्ने एजेन्सी थिएन. अहिले भएका सबै 10वटा ट्रम्प मात्र छोडौँ, युएस गभर्नमेन्ट मात्र छोडौँ, अरू 10वटा मुख्य राष्ट्रहरूले नै क्लाइमेट चेन्जमा पैसा दिएनन् भने पनि हामीले पुनर्निर्माण गर्ने त पैसा छुट्याउनु पर्यो. हाम्रो नेताजीहरू त आउनुहुन्छ, हाम्रो पालिकाहरूले रिक्वेस्ट गर्छन्, हैन? यो पुनर्निर्माण गर्ने अब कसरी गर्ने भन्ने कुराहरू हामीलाई पेचिलो छ.
Dr. Nagmendra Raj Dahal clarified Nepal's priorities in climate science, policy and project development. Dr. Sindhu Prasad Dhungana, former Director General of the Department of National Parks and Wildlife Conservation, provided information on Nepal's opportunities and challenges in assessing and utilizing the Green Climate Fund for climate change mitigation.
Green Climate Fund हाम्रो पहुँच बढाउनु पर्यो र ग्रीन क्लाइमेट भन्दा बढी स्पिडमा हाम्रो यहाँका इम्प्लिमेन्टिङ एन्टिटीहरू अथवा एक्रेडिटेड वा डाइरेक्ट एक्सेस एन्टिटी र हाम्रो एनडिए पनि ले चाहिँ त्योभन्दा बढी रफ्तारमा किनभने हामीले समय वेस्ट गर्ने हामीलाई छुट छैन क्लाइमेट चेन्ज एकदमै भयावह भएर आइराखेको छ त्यस कारणले जति सक्दो चाँडो हामीले चाहिँ प्रस्तावहरू पठाउँ त्यसपछि स्वीकृत भएका प्रस्तावहरू पनि जति सक्दो चाँडो एग्रिमेन्ट गरेर कार्यान्वयन गरौँ
Dr. Raju Laudri provided information on the monitoring and evaluation framework as well as the GCF's monitoring and evaluation mechanisms and how they function. Dr. Sambhu Dangal, a forestry and climate change expert, discussed the importance of a scientific basis for concept development on the GCF's mitigation and adaptation performance measurement framework. In a session on the Nepal Green Finance Classification, Uttam Guni shed light on recent developments and the state of affairs in the green finance sector by Nepal Rashtra Bank, while Manjit Thakal discussed the current status of climate policy, agreements and green finance as well as Nepal's position on international platforms. As part of the same program, another session was held at the Park Village Resort in Budanilkhanta, Kathmandu from April 3 to 7, which included an interactive discussion on topics ranging from policy review in policy formulation. 40 NTNC participants with diverse knowledge and skills were trained using consultative meetings, workshops and interviews to finalize curriculum coverage and develop a training manual. At the opening session, Dr. Chiranjeevi Prasad Pokhrel, NTNC Program Director, expressed his hope that the training would help in project implementation and increase the fund's efficiency.
हामीले सिरिज अफ हाम्रो वर्कसप ट्रेनिङहरु हामीलाई अलिकति निखार्दा ल्याउनलाई चाहिँ नि हैन एकदम अघि भन्नु पर्फेक्ट हामी हुन सक्दैन 100% तर भेरी क्लोज टु द पर्फेक्ट मा चाहिँ हामी जान सक्छौं जस्तो लाग्छ त्यति हुनलाई चाहिँ हामी सबै एकचित्त भएर यो ट्रेनिङमा चाहिँ लाग्यो 5 दिन भयो भने हामीले धेरै कुराहरु हामीले सिक्न सक्छौं र तपाईहरुले हामीलाई नि सिकाउन सक्नुहुन्छ.
Trainer Mr. Kesavraj Acharya provided information on Nepal's procurement policy and practices as well as risk management in agreements, risk for employers and contractors and insurance claim payments. Mukti Bikram Shetri discussed diversity and integrity in GCF programs, while Jivannath Givali provided information on income tax, tax deductions at source, tax adjustments on payment, and regulations by the Auditor General's Office for Construction, Supply and Services in Nepal. Similarly, Mr. Sankar Krishna Shrestha provided information on goods procurement processes, including the preparation of bid documents with evaluation and awards. From April 16 to 20, a training session was held at the same Park Village Resort in Budanilkhanta, Kathmandu, where trainer Dr. Sushila Nepali Chatterjee provided information on gender equality and practices in GCF projects to prevent discrimination and bias, as well as policies and a gender action plan prepared for Nepal. Trainer Mr. Pranavacharya shared experiences from various projects in environmental management.
ESMP बनिसकेपछि ESMP इम्प्लिमेन्ट गराउने जिम्मा पनि ESMS अन्तर्गत कसै कुनै व्यक्तिले तोकेका हुन्छ। अब त्यसमा चाहिँ इम्प्लिमेन्ट गराउन चाहिँ नेपाल दुई तीनटा तरिका छन्। एउटा चाहिँ संस्थाले एनडीएसीले आफै नि गर्न सक्छ। ठुलो प्रोजेक्ट भयो भने अब त सुपरभिजन गर्नको लागि चाहिँ कन्ट्र्याक्ट ठेक्का आउट गर्नु पर्यो। एनटीएनसीले लागू नहुन सक्छ तर एनआईएमबी ब्याङ्कलाई हाइड्रोपावरलाई पैसा लिऊ उनी एसएमएले आफूले लागू गरेर ठीक छ.
Similarly, trainer Mr. Rovin Bhandari provided information on grievance redressal mechanism and discussed the benefits of stakeholder involvement, effective participation and inclusion for the success of a project. Another program was held in Chitwan from April 29 to May 3. The 5-day training was completed in a pleasant environment with effective learning at Hotel Aikawa near Chitwan National Park. Welcoming the participants, Anil Prashai, Senior Conservation Officer at the Biodiversity Conservation Center, stated that the training would be effective in the NTNC's capacity development. Dr. Vishnu Singh Thakuri, NTNC's Head of Monitoring and Evaluation, highlighted the need for a TOT, training of trainers on monitoring and evaluation within the organization. He stated that the knowledge gained from the training would improve the NTNC's project implementation capacity. Ms. Lina Chalise, Senior Climate Change Officer at NTNC, who facilitated the opening session, clarified the support received by the NTNC from the Green Climate Fund, GCF. Trainer Mr. Suraj Acharya provided information on monitoring and evaluation systems and practices, as well as the fundamentals of project monitoring and evaluation. Dr. Uttam Upreti provided information on the core concept of results-based management. Group discussions focused on report writing and review. From July 13 to 17, a 5-day training program was held at the landmark hotels and resorts in Pokhara, which focused on the fundamentals of climate change, mitigation, and GCF project design. Through group work, participants practiced problem analysis, objective analysis, and strategy selection for project design. In these sessions, a draft prepared by the participation group was reviewed. Participants in the interactive and participatory training stated that they had the opportunity to learn new knowledge and skills, including the work done in climate change, mitigation, and practices in Nepal.
एकदमै अत्याधिक हिसाबले लस एन्ड ड्यामेज भएको देखियो मनसुन 2024 मा चाहिँ र त्यसको मुख्य भनौं न त्यो लस र ड्यामेजलाई चाहिँ कम गर्नको लागि चाहिँ कम हुन सक्थ्यो तर बढी भयो भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ छलफल भयो।
GCF को क्राइटेरिया, नेशनल प्रायोरिटीज, सोसाइटी को प्रायोरिटीज र लोकलाइजेशन्स अफ क्लाइमेट चेन्ज अनि पोलिसीजहरु पढाएको थियौ। त्यसमा चाहिँ जस्तै इन्टिग्रेशन्स अफ क्लाइमेट चेन्ज अनि एडप्टेशन्स, mitigations अनि disasters, DRR and livelihood based social protections, emphasize multi-stakeholders and multi-structural approachहरु पढाएको थियो।
प्रपोजल डेभलप चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने, GCF को फन्डमा एक्सेस चाहिँ हामीले कसरी हाम्रो पहुँच पुर्याउने भन्ने कुरालाई चाहिँ अझै अलि यसले चाहिँ स्ट्रेन्थन गर्यो।
GCF ले जुन ग्रीन क्लाइमेट फन्ड छ यसले चाहिँ आफ्नो इन्टिग्रेटेड रिजल्ट म्यानेजमेन्ट फ्रेमवर्कमा चाहिँ कस्ता किसिमका इलिमेन्टहरुलाई राखेको छ, ती इलिमेन्टहरुका चाहिँ प्रायोरिटीजहरु के कसरी त्यसलाई चाहिँ अगाडि लिन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ विस्तृत छलफल भएको थियो।
Following the 5-day training for trainers, a 3-day refresher training on related topics was also held. The 3 refreshers training held in Kathmandu, 1 in Chitwan and Pokhara respectively. It helped participants to refresh previously learned topics. The interactive discussions, case studies, and training sessions led by experts, as well as the refresher courses, have helped participants gain valuable knowledge about monitoring and evaluation. It has also helped the NTNC improve its ability to assess and use global climate finance resources. Continuous learning, improved training methods, and increased collaboration among the institutions are expected to further strengthen the institutional capacity to address climate finance through future project implementation.